And if you qualify, we may even reduce or eliminate your tax debt altogether.
Call 800-768-7162.
This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, great friends, what's going on? It is a Friday afternoon. This is Kaplan and Crew along with Grande and the Brown Man. We are coming to you today on April 15th, 2022. Last night was the Padres home opener in downtown and Petco Park, which, by the way, I was sitting here watching it all on TV yesterday while I know everybody else was down there enjoying it. I saw everybody's social media posts, and I'll admit it. You ready? I'll admit it. I had a little FOMO yesterday. I did.
You?
Yep,
No way.
I did. I had some FOMO yesterday. I did.
You never get FOMO.
No, I do sometimes. And yesterday was one of those days where I had FOMO because I thought to myself, the very first year that Petco Park opened, I can remember walking into the ballpark and standing there at home plate when the then mayor of San Diego, gosh, I think his name was Dick Murphy. I'm almost sure his name was Dick Murphy. And he and John Moores, who was the owner of the team at the time, they were doing like a pregame ceremony. And then out from right field, who comes walking out so the crowd could really celebrate because he didn't get to play there, but his statue is there. And it's really the house that Tony built. Tony Gwynn came walking out of right field and came all the way walking to home plate. And I think about all the things that I've been to at Petco Park, whether it was, celebrations of life for Jerry Coleman or for Dick Emberg or for Tony Gwynn. And I just think about how many times I've been there for opening day when it started back in, again, I think it's 2004. And so yesterday I thought to myself, man, oh man, I don't even know if I've ever missed an opening day at Petco Park. And here I was sitting at my house watching on one TV my son's spring football game. On the other TV, I was watching the Padre game. And here I am yapping it up in LA on ESPN radio. And I was like, gosh, man, I'm working too much. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I got to figure something out here, fellas, because I'm working way too much, because even this week I missed my daughter's track meet, because I'm on the air till 7 up in LA. I got to figure out what I'm going to do here. Anybody have any advice?
3-day work week here.
Oh, here.
Oof.
Here, you want to do a 3-day work week here?
Oh, I'm just trying to help you out,
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's not for you. It's not for your benefit. No, it's for me.
For you.
Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Look, let's do this. Let's jump right into it.
What happened, by the way? I was looking at list of mayors of San Diego.
Yeah.
You bring up Dick Murphy.
Yeah.
What the hell happened with Michael Zuckett and Tony Atkins? Why were they mayors for like 2 weeks?
Zuckett and Atkins. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened. Did Zuckett follow Murphy?
So Dick Murphy was mayor until July 15, 2015.
Oh,
Zuckett took over
15?
2005.
No. Yeah,
July
thank
15,
you.
2005.
Thank you.
Zuckett took over July 15th, but he was out by July 18th.
Yeah.
Was there some interim layover there or something?
You know what, dude? I would have to really go back and research, but he got himself caught up in some kind of a scandal related to like strip clubs and governance around that. And then I believe Tony Atkins took over. I would have to really try and remember all of this.
And then Atkins was mayor from July to December of 2005.
Okay.
And then Jerry Sanders.
Okay, right. And then Jerry Sanders came in and stabilized things, right?
And then Bobby came in and shook things up again.
Oh, Bob Filner, right? Bob Filner's got to be around like 2012-ish, though.
Yeah. December 2012 to August 2013.
Yeah.
Gloria for interim.
All right, Todd Gloria stabilized things after that mayor got kicked out. We just love to kick mayors out around here.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying here. And then Faulkner.
And then Faulkner was a disaster.
And then Gloria.
Mm-hmm.
And then Browner.
And well, it'll be Browner.
In 2024, you're really going to see some shakeout.
Yeah, it will be Browner.
Right.
I mean, Browner is a true representative of the people.
He's a man of the people.
That's right.
That's what he is. All right, so let's talk about what happened last night. So I'm sitting here watching this game, which again on television looks so beautiful. I got to give Petco Park and the Padres a ton of credit. When you look at the pictures or the video, Petco Park is like, it just shows so well on television, on social media pictures. It just looks amazing. By the way, listen, there's a lot of ballparks that do. Even Dodger Stadium yesterday. I mean, I got to admit it. Dodgers were playing Cincinnati. I watched some of that game. I don't know if you guys saw what happened with Freddie Freeman. Did you guys happen to see that? But Freddie Freeman,
Standing ovation.
well, yeah, he had a ground rule double. It was his first extra base hit as a Dodger. His dad's up in a box. His granddad, I don't know who other family members, and he gets to second base, and they're all chanting, "Freddie, Freddie, Freddie," and he takes his helmet off, and he's like, giving it up to the crowd because for him, this was the big homecoming moment. And so, but opening day in a ballpark is a sports religious experience, whether it's at Petco or Dodger Stadium or Angel Stadium or wherever it may be. And you talk about a religious experience that happened yesterday at Petco. You've got the defending world champions in your house, and you put on that kind of show. When I say that kind of show, here's some high level headlines. You got Joe Musgrove, the hometown kid, the only pitcher in Padre history to pitch a no-hitter almost a year to the date, like somewhere in that neighborhood where Joe Musgrove threw that no-hitter a year ago. He gets the start. Not only does he get the start, but he pitches brilliantly and goes back out when he's probably almost done. But Bob Melvin says to him, let's get you a couple more outs and let's get you an ovation coming off the field, which is super cool. Then you've got Manny Machado, who has a big night, hits his first home run of the season, goes 5 for 5. You've got it. 5 for 6, excuse me.
So.
You got a guy in CJ Abrams that hits his first major league home run. I mean, so like a lot of really cool things happened in game one, including the Padres, who we were talking about yesterday, whose offense has just in the first few games, not been so hot, an explosion of 12 runs. So a lot of really cool things happened.
You summed it up nicely, man.
Thank you.
There was a buzz in there too. And I think it's, opening day buzz is a normal thing. But
excitement, would you use the word excitement?
Yeah, definitely. People were excited. I wasn't one of them. But
everyone?
Oh, maybe 99.9% of people there were pretty excited.
Probably everybody's excited, Browner, other than people who have subscribed to mine and Alex's theory, which is don't get excited until after the All-Star break. Now, I don't know if everybody's really going to subscribe to that. I would think most people will not. Because remember, these are the same people that after the first game where the Padres lost the game at Arizona when that guy Beer hit a 3-run walk-off shot, those are the same people that were hitting me up with anger, like immediate anger game one. Those people are what you'd call excited. Me, I'm like this. I'm like, no big deal. They lost game one. Bullpen sucked. Big deal. Versus yesterday, hey, nice to see Manny Machado get his first home run. CJ Abrams get his first home run. A 12-run explosion. Musgrove pitches really nicely. Packed house. Really awesome. But you see right here, Browner?
How about this?
Level-headed. Right.
How about this term?
Keep the same energy.
This is the vibe I get from Padres fans.
Mm-hmm.
This is for real, for the ones that I've talked to, things that I'm reading, people cautious optimism. That's what it is, Browner. It's like, are they, I'm going to use the word, are they excited about the season? Yes. Are they also like, we'll see? Yes. A lot of people after last year are like, we'll see. Like, yeah, we love the team. Let's go. We'll see. I think that is the majority of Padres fans. After what happened last year, I would say that I'm willing to bet money that that's how most Padre fans feel.
You
give me a couple. A Padres fan's attitude is like this. We're awesome. We're great. We got the best pitching staff in baseball. We got real power hitters. Oh, and when Tatis comes back, we're going to really take off. Like that's a Padre fan's feeling. But a Padres fan balances that feeling with, gosh, I hope everybody doesn't get hurt. Gosh, I hope that Tatis comes back and he can actually really play. Right. Gosh, I know it's going to collapse at some point because that's what it is to be a San Diego sports fan. So on one hand, it's like total excitement and belief. And on the other hand, it's expectation for when does it all come crashing down. That is the epitome of a San Diego sports fan.
Ain't no crashing down. We get a couple more games like we had yesterday, including today, the excitement around Mackenzie Gore's first appearance in Petco Park as a starter. We get more energy like this going. We get more wins like this going. And all that cautious optimism, the caution will sway away like the breeze in Pacific Beach. And we'll be nothing but big sun, big fun, big shine, big chains, big spitting, big winning. What you mean? Padres won. Yeah.
Browner, what
Optimism.
would be a successful season for you, Mr. Optimist?
For me, a successful season is a playoff appearance.
Okay. So we're on the same boat.
With this team, fresh out the gate, new manager, recovering pitching staff, a playoff appearance of any nature would be a win for us this year.
I
So
agree.
let's put that down. If the Padres do not make the postseason, and I don't care what it is, wild card, I don't care what it is.
Right.
If the Padres do not make the postseason, this season is a failure.
100%.
Whereas,
Yeah.
whereas if they make the postseason and maybe they don't make it to the National League Championship Series and maybe they don't make it to the World Series, but just make it to the postseason, we would all agree today that this season is a success because now you're building. You have a new manager who's experienced, who a lot of people are really excited about. Not me and Alex, just by the way. You got Manny Machado, who's only how many years is Manny Machado into the
Is it
10-year
4?
contract? Yeah, I think about 4. So you're going to really pull into the absolute prime of Manny Machado's career.
Mhm.
Assuming Tatis comes back and he's healthy and he can stay healthy. And if the season, I mean, listen, the way Hosmer's gotten off to a hot start, I know a lot of people hate Hosmer and want him gone, but like any fan base, you can be turned by excellent
Like,
performance.
keep hitting.
No. Keep hating him. Keep hating him. It's fueling his success. Keep hating him, Padre fans. Silently cheer him inside, but give him the side eye when he's going up to bat. When people talk about him, give the deep sigh. Oh, Hosmer. But inside, you be like, yeah, Hos.
Yeah.
You got to keep that negative energy around him because he's doing this in spite of y'all. He's doing it in
Mhm.
spite of us. So keep booing
But
him. Keep
you
hoping he ends up on the wrong side of first base again. Because, dumb stuff happens to him.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that we're all on the same page. Because honestly, if they make the playoffs last year, I don't think we have a new manager at that point. But if they make the playoffs last
Right.
year, I think this year we have higher expectations.
Yeah, yeah.
But they didn't, and they
Mhm.
had such a massive collapse. But they still have a upper third roster in baseball. You would assume that that's what it comes down to. You have to make the playoffs. If
Right.
you do not make the playoffs, see ya, AJ Preller. I don't
Yeah.
care
Now,
what the reasoning is. If you don't make the playoffs, whether because it's injuries, whatever, doesn't matter. Preller's gone.
it doesn't matter why they don't make it because last year was injuries, last year was managerial, last year was relationships. So it was the entire checklist of things where normally with teams it's one thing. This team it was like 4 different things. So you can't have the excuse in back-to-back years with the general manager staying the same after having such a long tenure and bringing all these guys in here, and it's clearly not working. So I honestly believe that this team and their success will absolutely lead to a playoff berth. Now, what they do in the playoffs to me doesn't matter. What if they went to the World Series? Great. If they didn't win a game, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I mean, obviously, I'd be discouraged by that because I would be favoring them. But if they didn't win a game, the point of getting there, experiencing that after 162 games, is building.
Right.
You're
That's
building
right.
something.
That's right. Right. And look, if they make it to the postseason and they don't win a game, I'll call it a successful year because they're
'Cause
building
these aren't
towards
old
something.
guys.
Because they're not old guys, is what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
These are
although
Only
old
you,
guys.
Darvish.
you Darvish and Blake Snell and in Clevenger, these are all guys that have major injury histories. So
Yes.
all right, so let me do this. Let me say this. I want to get into some of the highlights of what happened last night. So for those of you that are listening, you'll hear the audio. For those of you that are watching, you'll see the video. I want to welcome everybody on a Friday afternoon. It is we are in the 7 Mile Casino Studios. We are broadcasting on the airwaves of ESPN 1090. You will catch up to us tonight on television. Those of you that are going to the game right now, you're like, no, I won't be watching on TV. But I want to say to everybody, we are on Channel 4 San Diego tonight, starting at 7 o'clock. Set your DVR so you can catch up over the weekend. So we're on radio. We're on TV tonight. We're on YouTube right now. And we're on all the different audio podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, and all the way down the line. So wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, we're glad to have you guys here. Before I get into the highlights of last night and some of the stuff that we've built for you, just to kind of illustrate what happened yesterday, I do want to say real quick, support our sponsors, including Ride One Up e-bikes. RideOneUp.co, so not .com, RideOneUp.co patreon.com/great friends. Next week, Daniel Urbino, the CEO of the company, will stop by. He's a longtime listener and a great friend, and now he's an advertising partner. And Browner, do you have any plans this weekend to ride your Ride One Up e-bike?
OB trip number 2. I'm going to try it one more time. I'm going to try to manage my pedaling, try to manage my heels, try to change my route. I think my route will be the biggest change in this time around. So I'll be in OB this weekend on the Ride One Up. One up competition, y'all. Come along with me. Ride with me for the Brown coming soon.
Now, are you doing this on Sunday? Because tomorrow you're going to the Padres game, and the Padres game is at like 1 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a Sunday ride.
Sunday is the ride.
Okay. RideOneUp.co/great-friends. Here's what I want to tell everybody about these Ride One Up e-bikes. You will not find, I promise you this, and it's based on experience that I'm telling you this, you will not find a better quality bike, great battery, excellent braking system, super comfortable saddle, really strong frame. You will not find a better quality e-bike at this price, because a comparable e-bike could be like $3,000, $3,200, $3,500, but the Ride One Up version might cost $1,500, $1,600. And now, if you go to rideoneup.co/great-friends, when you buy and you type in Great Friends as a promo code, not only will you save $50, but they're also going to send you a complimentary phone mount. So a lot of people, when they ride e-bikes, they want their phone right here. So they're either following directions with their GPS or they're listening to music or whatever. So go to rideoneup.co/great-friends. Use our promo code GreatFriends. You'll save $50 and they'll send you the complimentary phone mount. And we'll talk to Daniel Urbino, their CEO, next week. So again, you're thinking e-bikes, saving money on gas, having a great time, exercising, the whole thing. Do not buy an e-bike without first considering rideoneup.co/great-friends. All right, Grande, let's go through it here. It was a big opening night last night, headlined by Manny Machado at the plate and Joe Musgrove on the mound. Let's take a look at what happened here, or let's take a look at the numbers between these two guys. Go for it.
Yep. Manny Machado, 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 RBIs, 1 home run. Joe Musgrove, 6.2 innings, 6 2/3 innings pitched. Did he give up a hit? That's got to be wrong. He gave up a hit for sure.
It is wrong. But that's
no earned runs and 6
hungover Grande. Hungover Grande making graphics. It's a different deal.
I gotta defend myself for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
I use a program, and sometimes, like, I have to exit the program, and when I come back, for whatever reason, the text changes, and sometimes I don't notice it. Anyways, I'm defending myself. That's what happened there.
I feel you. That's okay. That's all right.
Either way.
Let's go through some of these highlights, though. Manny Machado, the Padres were up at this point, 7-zip. Manny's 4 for 4 so far on the night, having a monster night. And then, Grande, this happened.
In the air to left field for Machado. His 5th hit of the game is a home run. A 2-run shot. A 5-hit night for Manny Machado. Man, oh man, oh Manny.
Yeah, that was a golfy sort of line drive home run. I mean, it was not spectacular. It wasn't, majestic. It didn't have monster hang time. It just flew right out of there. Pretty nice.
It was loud in there too, man.
Yeah,
loud in there.
Let's keep going. Show us. Yeah, people are excited, Browner. There's only 2 people that aren't excited that we know of. Even keel, Browner. Even keel. Browner, by the way,
you're gonna be like LeBron. Keep that same energy.
Yeah.
Keep talking about my squad.
Yeah. One thing I love about Browner is he's so new to being a Padre fan that he hasn't been jaded yet. And how do I know how new he is? When I put up that picture earlier in the show and he didn't know who those guys were with Alex, that just gives you an idea of how little he really knows about the history, which is why we have so many battle scars. Keep going, Alex. Let's see some more highlights and hear some more highlights.
In the air to left field, Ozuna moving back towards the track at the wall. First Major League home run for C.J. Abrams. Comes to the home opener at Petco Park into a sea of San Diegans.
Yeah, that's awesome. That one gives me chills, man.
I own 0 jerseys. I think that's going to be my first one.
Well, for those of you that are watching this, when he comes into the dugout, there's not one Padre player giving him any love. Everybody's giving him the silent treatment. And then as he puts his batting helmet back in, that's when Manny Machado and everybody starts giving him the love. And then, Alex, do you have him where he has a curtain call?
Oh, I don't.
Oh, all right. What's the next one then? What am I looking at here?
This is when Musgrove got pulled
to
to get the ovation.
There you go. That's what I was like.
The meeting at the mound, Bob Melvin is going to pull Joe Musgrove. And San Diego will let him know what they think of him as he comes off.
There you go, kid.
Let's give this guy an extension. You know what I mean?
I love
give
Joe
that guy an
Musgrove.
Giving away a lot of money fast.
Dude, I love
Give
that
guy
guy.
an extension.
I love that guy. I love that he's from San Diego, that he's living the dream of playing for the Padres, that he has the only no-hitter in franchise history, that he got to start the home opener yesterday, that he tipped his cap to the crowd and then took it off, and that the crowd gave him the love. I love how Bob Melvin sent him back out so that he could have this moment of ovation. That was really, Alex, you said it. There was an electricity last night.
Yep.
I could feel it watching it on TV. I'm getting goosebumps watching it and listening to it now. Stick around, because coming up, there could be more electricity tonight at Petco Park, because get ready, everybody. Finally, Mackenzie Gore.
Say what?
That's right, Browner. You excited?
Another Brown fact.
Fired up.
Yeah. Mackenzie Gore will make his Padre debut at Petco Park. We've been waiting to see this kid pitch, and tonight we're going to finally take our first look. We're going to get to that story coming up. We're in the 7 Mile Casino studio. This is Kaplan and Crew on a Friday afternoon.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
We are very proud to announce that the Mightier 1090 is SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate. Introducing the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. One of the largest radio stations in North America just got bigger and better. Joining forces with the worldwide leader of sports, ESPN. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Rugby. It's America's fastest growing sport and the predecessor of American football, combining football's physicality, the free-flowing grace of soccer, the ball-handling skills of basketball, and the intensity of ice hockey. No pads, no helmets, all action. Rugby Wrap-Up and Major League Rugby every Thursday night at 9 p.m. on Your View.
Hanging out at the beach? What a lifestyle. And you could be here every day if you entered the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego.
Grand prize is this multi-million-dollar home 1 block from the ocean. Or you can win a sports car, a dream vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a fabulous prize. The Giving Back Raffle helps families in need, like the Uggan family.
Visit sdraffle.com to learn more.
Main streets are the heart of our communities, where we connect with our neighbors, support local businesses, and share new adventures. Main Street Living celebrates all of this, bringing you uplifting stories with guests from across the country and your community. Main Street Living covers what's important to you today, from our street to your street. Join Cheryl, Danielle, and Quincy for Main Street Living. Mondays at 9 on Your View.
So I became a dentist because I just love science and I love art. I have a music background, so I wanted to do something that I can use the hand dexterity that I've developed, through my musical training. We've had a practice in San Diego for 25 years. It's called the Super Dentist. For over 2 decades, I've had parents ask me the same questions on a daily basis. And so I decided to put all of this information in one place. I wrote a book. Title of it is If Your Mouth Could Talk. Because if your mouth could talk, it would tell you about the condition of your entire life. Right now, the oral care marketplace is a mess. And so we decided to launch a new company called Supermouth, which is a subscription model of oral care. And so we want to be proactively educating parents, providing the tools and the oral care products to make sure they can raise healthier, happier, more successful kids. The education piece is a key piece in our company, because if you're educated as a parent, you're going to do the right things. People can find my book, If Your Mouth Could Talk, themouthbook.com, and purchase the book there, and also get some special gifts to go along with the book.
You always want to live in the best home possible. And that's really at the heart of what our business is all about. And for over 20 years now, we've been focused on helping people get to the right property. At Move Up San Diego, we have created systems that are duplicatable because that creates the same results. Whether it's a trade-in option that we're doing a lot of right now, which allows people to be a cash buyer before they actually sell their home, or our moving concierge program, which actually helps you not just with the buying and selling of a property, but we help with the entire move. The best way to get a hold of Move Up San Diego is to either visit our website, moveupsandiego.com, or you can download our app called Move Up Homes, or you can call me direct on my cell phone at 858-204-7259.
1090 just got bigger and better. Please join us in welcoming SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate, the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. NFL, MLB, NBA, live games, the best sports talk programming with the largest signal in all of California. The mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Rugby. It's America's fastest growing sport and the predecessor of American football, combining football's physicality, the free-flowing grace of soccer, the ball-handling skills of basketball, and the intensity of ice hockey. No pads, no helmets, all action. Rugby Wrap-Up and Major League Rugby every Thursday night at 9 p.m. on Your View.
Watch the Seattle Seawolves take on your San Diego Legion Saturday, April 16th at 3 p.m. on Your View.
It doesn't matter what your background is and where you come from. If you have dreams and you have goals, and that's all that really matters.
I owe a lot to Charlie.
When you black, it's not a movement, it's a lifestyle. This is who we are.
The Rising. Check your local listings for air dates and times.
Kaplan and Crew tonight presents Let's Talk Hookup.
Hi, this is Pete Gray with this week's Fish Report, and I was able to get up to the Bishop area this week to the lower Owens River, caught some beautiful brown trout, smaller fish. The CFS levels went way up the day we arrived, and then the second day it got a little better. So beautiful scenery in Bishop, and a real nice quick getaway up to Bishop to go catch some trout. This week, bluefin tuna fishing took a little bit of a dive. There's still plenty of good fishing out there, but look for that to rebound because we've had some inclement weather offshore, and that'll get better as the weather gets better. Catalina's starting to look good. White sea bass, yellowtail, squid around, so that should really start producing some good stuff. And I know Brandon Hayward from Bite Sport Fishing has been getting some tankers on the beach. So look for that and more this weekend on Let's Talk Hookup. We're going to have a couple of great shows for you, so tune in on the app and the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, and we'll see you next week.
Let's Talk Hookup airs on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
I'm tax attorney Adam Brewer. If you have a serious tax problem with the IRS or state of California, then you don't need a tax relief company, you need a tax attorney. Call or visit my website to schedule your free tax evaluation.
Replacing missing teeth with the new small diameter or mini implants. With us, we have an expert on the topic, Dr. Joe Gillespie. Dr. Gillespie.
Hey, Randy.
Welcome to the program.
Great to see you again.
I'm tax attorney Adam Brewer. If you have a serious tax problem with the IRS or state of California, then you don't need a tax relief company, you need a tax attorney. Call or visit my website to schedule your free tax evaluation.
Welcome back. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, John Browner, and Alex Padilla.
Hey, great friends. It is a Friday afternoon. It's Friday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew. We are coming to you from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com, along with Grande and the Brown Man. We have been talking about what happened last night as the Padres destroyed the Atlanta Braves in the home opener at Petco Park. But guys, you might get excited about this. The
Oh man, I'm already over that word.
You are, I know, Browner. Browner, you've done to
over
us what you've done with so many other things, where you've turned
so
me
many things.
like into a hater about something. Now I can't even get excited if I wanted to get excited, but I won't. Because I promise you this right now, I will not get excited. I will not get high. I will not get low.
You'll get
Yeah, I mean, Torrey Holistic's a whole different deal. I will not get high. I will not get low as it applies to the Padres until after the All-Star break. So they could be undefeated until the All-Star break, and I'm not going to get high about it. And they could not win a game until the All-Star break, and I'm not going to get low about it. I'm going to be as even keel as I've ever been in my life.
Listen,
And today I'm not excited, Scott, about Mackenzie Gore. I'm not.
Oh,
Guess what I am?
Tell me.
oh, that's really good.
Curious.
Oh, good word. Good word.
I'm gonna bust out a thesaurus all season long, man.
Yeah. Words
I
that
told
can be
y'all.
replaced for excited.
Y'all can always come back. Listen,
You actually told
people.
You
We're
actually
forgiving
told
the
y'all.
Padres are the fathers, okay? Padres, fathers. We're forgiving. We know people make mistakes. Come on back whenever y'all ready.
You actually told y'all that Mackenzie Gore would never pitch for the San Diego Padres. Another hashtag Brown facts.
Well, listen, I believed it too, but here we are. Because I was going off of all the evidence that I had collected up until this point. I never thought we would see him. I was hopeful. I didn't believe. And now look at us. We've arrived at this point. It is the day. It's Mackenzie Gore Day. Like it used to be Paddock Day. It's Gore Day. Yeah.
Such a dramatic tweet, too.
Wow, look at that. For those of you that are listening on radio, we're looking at this picture that the Padres tweeted, and it just says tomorrow. And it's a picture of, I mean, I don't know that that's really Mackenzie Gore.
Well, they tagged him, so
Yeah.
assuming.
Be anyone in that picture.
Yeah, but
That
I mean,
could be me.
Yeah. Well, look, I like what you're saying, Alex, because if you get too excited about Mackenzie Gore's first major league start, there's a lot of pressure on this kid. You imagine the nerves that he'll be feeling tonight when he takes the mound and he throws his first few pitches and you're like, whoa, look around. There's 45,000 people. It's Friday night. There's a buzz. There's an energy. By the way, the bats were explosive last night against the Braves. I'd like to have that kind of run support, make things a little easier on me. But I'm with you. I'm excited for the kid, but I'm curious to see what kind of performance he can come up with, because I mean,
Right.
listen,
And I wonder, right now they need him, right? Because Snell's hurt
Yes.
and Clevenger, he had a good rehab start yesterday, but he's still a ways away.
is this up in Lake
So,
Elsinore?
yeah.
Wow.
I think he went 2 innings and struck out 5,
Mhm.
I think. But it'll be interesting what happens with Gore if he has a bad game or struggles a bit, because do they immediately send him back down?
Should not do
Do
that.
they bring him back for another
They should do
start?
that.
I agree with you. I think that Mackenzie Gore should get a solid run. I mean, if they gave Weathers a chance and he was giving up 8 runs a game for a month.
Whoa. Come on.
So-
listen. This conversation is totally based on Mackenzie Gore. Don't bring my guy Weathers into this.
No,
He'll
but
be
I'm
back.
using it.
Ryan Weathers, the
I'm
best
using
pitcher
it
on the Padres.
as-
That guy, the guy
Right.
that's what you
He'll be
said.
back.
He's
That
the
is
best
what you
pitcher.
said.
He's the best pitcher on the Chihuahuas. Yeah. So I just think that Gore needs to stay up for a while.
I
They need to
agree.
give him, whether he does great tonight or not so great tonight, whatever it is that he does tonight, it shouldn't be his only start.
Well,
He
look,
should be up here a few times.
let's make a comparison, okay? Yu Darvish had a phenomenal first start. He had an awful second start. He ain't going anywhere, obviously. I mean, he's an
Right.
established veteran starting pitcher, and he's the ace of your staff. But just to give a comparison, you look at what happened up with the Dodgers, And you look at Julio Urias in his first start, he couldn't even make it through 2 innings. Now, no one's saying anything about him because he's now an established starter. But Mackenzie Gore, you have to find out what he's all about. And
Yes.
to do that, he could go out tonight and he could have a monster game. And that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be a hit. He could go out tonight and have a flop, and that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be bad. It's kind of like this CJ Abrams. You know, you wanted to find out what you had in this kid. He's a 21-year-old child. And by giving him opportunity, he rewards you by hitting an opposite field home run like he did last night. So give Mackenzie, here's my thought. Give Mackenzie Gore minimum 4 starts.
I would say 5. I would say
hope-
5 because 5 would generate into just about over a month. It would give him a chance to kind of have some ups and have some downs and see if he can find success against different teams. I would hopefully he get a couple division starts in here so he can feel some of that kind of pressure. But I think tonight's game with Mackenzie Gore, I want all the pressure. I want him to feel all the pressure. I want him to feel all the energy because at the end of the day, that's when we need him to perform in front of a packed house with the tension, with the fans expecting greatness out of him, expecting to see something. Because at the end of the day, that's what you're going to need him to be able to perform under. So I want him to feel that pressure tonight because that pressure is only going to exist as he goes further.
My hope is that he's getting an opportunity. Well, he's getting an opportunity because of injuries.
But
hope-
he's also getting opportunity because of his performance in spring training.
Sure, but the only reason he's up here now is because of injuries.
Right, but last
my
year
hope
there
is
were
that
plenty of opportunities last year to bring him up here, but he wasn't good.
my hope now is that he comes in here and never gives the job up.
Yeah.
When those guys get healthy.
Yeah.
Like, you can't take me out no more.
Mhm.
Like, I am a pitcher in baseball now, like in Major League Baseball.
Right. I'm now a
That's
major
my
leaguer.
hope.
I'm a big leaguer
Right.
now.
Right. When Snell comes back, when Clevenger comes back, and we have a 7-man rotation, I'm in the top 5. Like, that's what I'm hopeful that he's able to do.
Yep, I am too. I am really rooting for the kid because I feel like for all
You
these
guys
years,
slammed him all year.
well, I just feel like all these guys, let me rephrase it. All these years, we've heard about this kid. We've heard about his name. We know where he was drafted. We know where he was ranked in terms of the system and prospects and so on. And last year, it just seemed like a disaster. And everybody said it's not the physical part of the game. It was the mental part of the game that got him down last year. So I just want to see this kid have an opportunity. And I'm with you. I love stories like these where, he's a first round guy and he has all these expectations and it hasn't happened for him yet. And he's finally getting the chance. And I want him to have that, you can't take me out of the game sort of performances, not one performance. So let's take a look at what's happening tonight. 6:40 tonight, Padres versus Braves. Mackenzie Gore making his major league debut. And who's he taking on here, Alex?
Kyle Wright, who had a pretty good game his first outing.
You're going to be wrong
No
tonight.
earned runs, and 6 strikeouts. So 6:40 tonight, Petco Park.
All right, 6:40 it is. Be there.
It's going to
be
be
square.
I think it's going to be a packed house. I think it's going to be loud and there's going to be a lot of buzz.
Yeah.
You
A lot
know,
of excitement.
a lot of that word.
Yeah, a lot of excitement. Not for me. I won't be there tonight. I will be celebrating. I'll send a shout out right now to my boy, Blair Cannon. You guys know Blair. Blair's my buddy who swam from Catalina to the shore of LA. He's the same guy that swam around New York City, helped raise hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars for the Monarch School for homeless children in downtown San Diego. Tonight is his birthday, so I'll be over at his place. And then
You're going to be tanked tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow's going to be I'm going to be tomorrow.
You're gonna feel like
I'm going to
me.
be tomorrow what Alex is right now. Because
Ooh.
we're going to be sipping on some very, very nice tequila this evening.
Good
Very
stuff.
nice. Very good stuff, right? So, and pounded on like tomahawk steaks. And
How many people at this party?
8 people.
Blair strikes me as a person who knows people.
8 people. Very small, very intimate.
Will Canelo be there?
I don't think Canelo Alvarez will be there tonight, although he's very much invited. Champ, if you're listening right now and you want to come over to Blairski's place, come on over.
You think that's cool that you just invited somebody to someone else's party?
Yes.
I think if Canelo showed up, nobody would complain.
Right. Nobody be like, why are you here?
Unless he showed up 12 deep, then maybe.
Yeah, right. If he shows up with his entire entourage, as long as Canelo just comes with like himself and like a couple of security
wife,
people,
baby mama.
Yeah. So, okay, listen. So the Padres, great win last night, and I think that people are going to be.
Padres won.
The Padres won.
Yeah.
I say the
Yeah,
Padres won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your team got smoked. Yeah. I say the Padres won. For anybody who's tuning in on radio right now,
He
and
wants
you
it
have
so
no
bad.
idea what
He
I'm
wants me
talking
to play
about.
it so
I've been
bad.
getting a lot of tweets though. Do you guys know this, by the way? I don't know if you guys realize this or not. Do you guys know that a lot of the radio listeners in LA who listen to my ESPN radio show up in LA, do you know that a lot of those listeners are now becoming Kaplan and Crew listeners and podcast viewers? I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not. I only know it because of Twitter. And this one guy yesterday, he said, you guys, we need to have Kaplan start doing the Padres One song on the LA radio airwaves of ESPN because this guy, by the way, Alex, his Twitter handle is like something 805 something. So he's a Ventura County, Oxnard kind of dude.
805, a large
Well,
area
he was like, dude, if you haven't seen the Padres One, uh, what are the names of these guys?
Island Boys.
The
Island
Island
Boys.
Boys. He goes, if you haven't heard this or seen this, we need to start getting Kaplan do the Island Boys on the radio up in LA. I haven't
do
done it yet. I haven't done it.
Tell
Will
them
you
they
give it
gotta
to us
cut the
one?
check to
You're
get the Island Boys to say the Dodgers won.
Yeah, that's what somebody's gonna have to do. Somebody's gonna have to pay. The Dodgers won. Your team got smoked. Yeah.
Do they know who the Dodgers are? That's the next question. Because they didn't know who the Padres were,
They had no
clearly.
idea.
Yeah, the Paddies.
The Padres.
Yeah,
The Padres won.
Padres won.
Oh yeah, the Padres won. If you're seeing this wrong, your team got smoked. Yeah. That's right, the Padres won. Oh yeah, the Padres won.
Can I tell you guys right now? If this were my child, because he's 20 years old, this kid. If this were my child and he walked into my house with a 17 tattooed in the middle of his forehead, I'd be like, turn around and get out. Just get out. I am not having that. You cannot be getting a tattoo in the middle of your forehead at 20 years old. I mean, I love my
Out the
kid.
way, baby. What you mean?
I love my kid, but man, if he gets a 17 tattoo in the middle of his forehead, we're gonna have problems.
I feel like we haven't gotten to with tattoos, like the tattoo generation.
Yeah.
It's probably my generation,
Ooh.
right? Like
It is.
we haven't gotten to millennials getting old yet. And I think once we do,
It's coming.
when those face tattoos get all wrinkled and disgusting,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna dissuade a lot of kids after that.
Yeah.
But we haven't gotten there
No.
yet, you know? Like Post Malone ain't old yet. When that dude gets old and that barbed wire tattoo on his forehead looking like real dumb, people be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Hopefully by then they'll have better tattoo removals.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, before we move on, though, and just because not only did the Padres won last night, but just to take a look around at some other things that happened around baseball throughout the mega market, let me have just 1 minute to talk about this. If you're thinking this weekend about a new car, then I want to invite you to Mazda of Escondido. Now, I got a text message the other day. I'm going to air them out. I don't care. One of the longtime great friends of this show and one of the more important figures in the history of this show, Jason Finley, representing Callaway Golf. Jay Finn sent me a message and said, yo, can you connect me with Alan, the general manager of Mazda of Escondido, because the CX-5, which is the car that Alex, by the way, I'll be picking you up tomorrow in the CX-5, assuming you're willing to go with me as my date to the Padre game.
Picking me up and leaving me.
Dude, why don't you just come to the game? I'll drive you home. You just come to the game for a little bit. When you get free tickets, you can go for as long as you want or leave early. It doesn't matter. So this ticket is free for you, and I will pick you up, take you down, and then if you want to go home afterwards, you can. But you know you're not welcome at home because your fiance is having a girls' day at your house. So you might as well just stay down
I have
there.
plans tomorrow night.
Just stay down there. What's it matter?
He's already drunk.
Do your read. Do your ad,
Look,
man.
here's the bottom line. I'm going to pick Alex up tomorrow in my son's Mazda CX-5, which I have pretty much taken over, commandeered that vehicle. Love this car. If you're thinking about a Mazda, my two daughters both drive these CX-30s. They love them. They love them so much that they told my father about it. My father went and got a CX-30 down in Florida. Okay. And now, Browner, I know you've been talking about the MX-30, right? That's the model, the Mazda, that's the all-electric car. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the one I gotta get my hands on, baby. That thing is sleek.
Yeah. Alex, we got to bring up the Mazda of Escondido website. But anyway, listen, Mazda of Escondido is on the Escondido Auto Park. Their general manager is Alan. You can walk in and go, yo, I'm looking for Alan, the general manager. You say hi to Alan. You say, yo, I'm a Great Friends listener. I'm a 1090 listener. I'm a Kaplan Crew viewer on Cox Your View. And Alan, I'm looking for the Great Friends deal. Here it is. We're looking at their website right now. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful vehicles. And so if Mazda is something you're thinking about, because you're thinking about reliability, fuel efficiency, cost effectiveness, sportiness, all the modern technology, I'm telling you right now, Mazda has a beautiful line of vehicles. I got 3 of them here in my driveway. So check them out. Mazda of Escondido on the Escondido Auto Park. Way to go, Mazda of Escondido. I bought from you guys a year ago, and a year later, you guys are on the air. I love it. Fantastic. All right, keep going, Alex. Let's keep moving down the line here, because it was a great night for the Padres, but it was not a good night for my favorite player in all of Major League Baseball. Yep, this is going to feed Browner, and I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to feed him. He calls Ohtani Ophony. Grande, let's talk about the night that Ohtani had last night against the Twins.
Well, there's not much to talk about in a
At
positive
all.
note. 3.2 innings pitched, 6 earned runs given up. He did get a hit, though, last night. But, yeah, the Angels lost to the Rangers.
Wow. To the Rangers or to the Twins?
I don't know.
I don't know, dude. You have it says Twins on the screen, and I didn't see the game.
It doesn't matter who it was. He got
Don't matter who it
smoked.
was.
Well,
He got smoked. Yeah.
Ohtani.
That's what happened to Ophony.
Yeah, it's funny because on one slide it says Ohtani has a rough night versus Texas, and on the next slide it says Ohtani versus the Twins. So again,
we've already established my status today.
Yeah.
Like, you're lucky I'm here.
I'm very lucky.
If this,
very.
if this show, if people are watching this show, y'all be lucky, honestly, if I get this thing up in time.
Don't get off the subject. Don't get off the subject. Okay. Ophony was terrible last night.
Okay.
Just terrible.
Okay.
So that's what I think that's his second start, if I'm not mistaken. He's 0 for 2, and both been bad.
Well, I don't remember the first one.
Opener.
Yeah,
He said where he made Major League Baseball history as being a starting pitcher and being in the lineup, and they lost. So, that's what we talk about. He's so great. If he can carry him to a win, opening day, rested arm, rested bat, throw at the plate, bat on the mound. But y'all go ahead. Y'all tell me how great he is again. I'm listening.
Such a hater. Such a hater.
No, tell me.
No, you're a hater.
Me.
You're a hater. You're a hater.
Tell
Ohtani.
me.
Hey, listen, let me ask you a question. Is Ohtani trash? Wait, what?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Is Ohtani trash? Because he had a
Trash.
rough night?
No. Again, I want to be very clear. He ain't what y'all say he is.
What
He
are you
y'all,
saying?
y'all, he the savior. He did not, according to these nerds at
Oh, the
MLB.com,
savior.
he the number one player in the baseball, right?
That's right.
He number one.
That's right.
How that looking right now?
Through the first 2 starts, or at least this start last night, not so great.
Not good, baby. Not good.
No,
Not
but
good.
that's like saying that Darvish is no good because he had a really bad outing in his second start.
Oh
I
no,
mean,
you Darvish gave me one good no hit baseball game. One no hit baseball game. One. Don't you do that to you?
well,
Don't
against
you
Arizona,
do that to you?
against Arizona,
A win. A win is a win.
Well, hey, listen, let's take a look at what happened here around the mega market. Let's prep ourselves, if you will. Yeah, let's see. Let's see
typos are in this
how many
one.
how many you got here. All right, here we go. All right, this is the upcoming weekend.
Okay here.
Alex and I and Browner will all be down at Petco Park tomorrow. Alex is not committed, but I'm gonna guilt him into it. Padres have Atlanta this weekend. Dodgers have the Reds this weekend, and the Angels continue against. We're gonna just go with the Rangers here, right?
It's Texas.
Yeah, I don't know where the Twins came from.
I do, but don't worry about
it. All right, well, there you go. Padres versus Braves this weekend, Dodgers versus Reds this weekend, and Angels versus the Rangers this weekend. That is what is
No
going
F1
on.
this weekend.
Oh, so you can watch a lot of baseball then, or you can watch a bunch of NBA playoffs, maybe.
Oh,
That's what you need to be focused on.
Well, actually, on the podcast, because the Lakers suck and didn't make it, we still have to do weekly podcasts for the Lakers. So instead of podcasting about the Lakers, we've all adopted a team to cover during the playoffs.
What's your team?
I was like, well, let me just get an early look of future Laker John Morant.
Yeah.
So I picked the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I like Memphis too. Yeah. Browner, who are you following now? I mean, I know you like the whole NBA and the whole league, but who are you following? I mean, you got a dog in any of these fights? I mean, where's your Bulls right now?
The Bulls are playing the Bucks.
Okay.
And the Nets are
That's
playing.
who they drew?
Huh?
I didn't know the Bulls got the Bucks. That sucks for you guys.
Yeah.
No, it sucks for the Bucks, homie. What you mean?
No, the Bucks.
Sucks for the Bucks.
Sucks for the Bucks.
Sucks for the Bucks.
Sucks for the Bucks, homie. And then the Nets about to beat the Celtics. I can't wait for the Nets Celtics. So many people on TV think the Celtics is just some juggernaut all of a sudden. I can't wait.
All right. Well, there you go. So Browner's gonna be watching that.
If I'm gonna be wrong about this, I'm gonna be loud wrong about this. Real loud.
Are we gonna
wrong.
see? So the Bucks are gonna derail seeing Heat versus Bulls. That ain't gonna happen.
If we
Use the
win,
Donos.
if we see, we wouldn't see the Heat until the Eastern Conference Finals. So they got to make it to us.
That ain't
Well, let me just say something to you. You know, baseball this weekend, basketball this weekend, and believe it or not, professional football this weekend. I want to get to that story coming up here in just 1 minute. Stick with us, everybody. We are in the 7 Mile Casino studios, 7milecasino.com. Check them out. Much more to come, including, yes, the return of pro football. We'll get to that story next. This is Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Dominating the SoCal radio airwaves for over 20 years. Join Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner for Kaplan and Crew every Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. Only on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and the mightier1090.com.
Rugby. It's America's fastest growing sport and the predecessor of American football, combining football's physicality, the free-flowing grace of soccer, the ball-handling skills of basketball, and the intensity of ice hockey. No pads, no helmets, all action. Rugby Wrap-Up and Major League Rugby every Thursday night at 9 p.m. on Your View.
The 2022 San Diego Loyal season continues. Live on Your View and YourView.com, watch the San Diego Loyal host the Louisville City FC Saturday, April 16th at 7 p.m. Come join us at Torero Stadium and support the San Diego Loyal as they continue their bid for the 2022 USL Championship. Tickets are available. San Diego Loyal versus the Louisville City FC, Saturday, April 16th on Your View.
Replacing missing teeth with the new small diameter or mini implants. With us, we have an expert on the topic, Dr. Joe Gillespie. Dr. Gillespie.
Hey, Randy.
Welcome to the program.
Great to see you again.
Kaplan and Crew tonight presents Let's Talk Hookup.
Hi, this is Pete Gray with this week's Fish Report, and I was able to get up to the Bishop area this week to the lower Owens River, caught some beautiful brown trout, smaller fish. The CFS levels went way up the day we arrived, and then the second day it got a little better. So beautiful scenery in Bishop, and a real nice quick getaway up to Bishop to go catch some trout. This week, bluefin tuna fishing took a little bit of a dive. There's still plenty of good fishing out there, but look for that to rebound because we've had some inclement weather offshore, and that'll get better as the weather gets better. Catalina's starting to look good. White sea bass, yellowtail, squid around, so that should really start producing some good stuff. And I know Brandon Hayward from Bite Sport Fishing has been getting some tankers on the beach. So look for that and more this weekend on Let's Talk Hookup. We're going to have a couple of great shows for you. So tune in on the app and the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, and we'll see you next week.
Let's Talk Hookup airs on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Listen to The Mike Greenberg Show, 7 to 9 a.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday. Greeny brings his unmatched depth of sports knowledge, fun, and entertainment back to ESPN on a daily basis. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and themightier1090.com.
The 2022 San Diego Loyal season continues. Live on YourView and YourView.com, watch the San Diego Loyal host the Louisville City FC, Saturday, April 16th at 7 p.m. Come join us at Torero Stadium and support the San Diego Loyal as they continue their bid for the 2022 USL Championship. Tickets are available. San Diego Loyal versus the Louisville City FC, Saturday, April 16th on YourView.
Main streets are the heart of our communities, where we connect with our neighbors, support local businesses, and share new adventures. Main Street Living celebrates all of this, bringing you uplifting stories with guests from across the country and your community. Main Street Living covers what's important to you today, from our street to your street. Join Cheryl, Danielle, and Quincy for Main Street Living. Mondays at 9 on YourView.
Rugby. It's America's fastest growing sport and the predecessor of American football, combining football's physicality, the free-flowing grace of soccer, the ball-handling skills of basketball, and the intensity of ice hockey. No pads, no helmets, all action. Rugby Wrap-Up and Major League Rugby every Thursday night at 9 p.m. on YourView.
Hollander Dental is unique because we have been serving the Carlsbad community for over 25 years. We have a very spacious office with ample parking and state-of-the-art technology. The office has been newly renovated, so all the equipment and facility is brand new. Any patient visiting Hollander Dental can expect to be taken care of at every step of their visit.
With care and love and support. So when we're going through tough times, as dental work is and can be, they make it easy for us as patients.
Investing in your smile and your overall dental health in the long run will help you save money by preventing other medical conditions.
I would absolutely recommend Hollander Dental.
I do recommend Hollander Dental to anyone I know who needs something done.
You always want to live in the best home possible. And that's what really at the heart of what our business is all about. And for over 20 years now, we've been focused on helping people get to the right property. At Move Up San Diego, we have created systems that are duplicatable because that creates the same results. Whether it's a trade-in option that we're doing a lot of right now, which allows people to be a cash buyer before they actually sell their home, or our moving concierge program, which actually helps you not just with the buying and selling of a property, but we help with the entire move. The best way to get a hold of Move Up San Diego is to either visit our website, moveupsandiego.com, or you can download our app called Move Up Homes, or you can call me direct on my cell phone at 858-204-7259.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the Mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and YourView, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Hanging out at the beach? What a lifestyle. And you could be here every day if you entered the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego.
Grand prize is this multi-million-dollar home 1 block from the ocean. Or you can win a sports car, a dream vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a fabulous prize. The Giving Back Raffle helps families in need, like the Uggan family.
Visit sdraffle.com to learn more.
Watch the Seattle Seawolves take on your San Diego Legion Saturday, April 16th at 3 p.m. on YourView. If you love animals, Animal Zone is for you. From rescues to animal experts, Animal Zone is fun for the whole family. Watch Animal Zone right here on your view, Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. And visit animalzone.org to learn more about the show.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and crew show on the mightier 1090 a.m. ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.